Do you want to use the latest and greatest technology and performance gear like three-time major champ Jordan Spieth? Well, if you do, you're going to want to check out this golf shoe review of the new Under Armour Drive Pro to help see if it helps improve your golf game. Under Armour Drive Pros do come in spikeless and spiked options. I got the spiked Under Armour limited edition Masters colorway. So when you open up the box, it actually has Masters themed Under Armour golf stickers, which is pretty cool. And it's also got the traditional Augusta green and white tissue paper to help kind of cover the golf fleet, which is awesome. When you look at the golf shoe itself, it's pretty clean. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the technology from the golf cleat itself, the spikes, the cushion in the lower, and then the upper, which is crucial when it comes to supporting the foot in the actual shoe itself. So let's talk about the initial impressions of the golf shoe. So you've got this storm-proof kind of membrane on the outside, which is waterproof. It's got some aeration for some breathability in the golf shoe, kind of along the outside edge and along the top. And then ultimately, too, you can see the insert you can kind of take out if you need to. But again, with that Masters themed limited edition, it's pretty cool. You can see the pimento and cheese Under Armour golf logo in that golf shoe itself. So let's kind of try them on, see what we got. Initial impressions, I always like a little bit more of a wider toe box so that we can use the ground the best we can. Especially for the feet, we want to make sure that the shoe is too narrow. Sometimes your feet aren't allowed to do what they need to do when it comes to the golf swing. Initial impressions, they feel really, really comfortable. Okay, I wear a size 12, and my foot, is right, and it's got a little bit of breathing room, which is great. So I would say if you're looking at the shoe, I would go pretty true to size when it comes to sizing here, unless you like them a little bit more oversized or you like them a little bit tighter. You can really feel like you can move your foot around in the golf shoe, which is nice. And it's really, really comfortable. When you put your foot in, it's pretty soft and it's got a lot of the kind of mobility where you need it, but also stability, especially on the outside edge of the golf shoe itself. The first thing we're going to look at in the golf shoe itself are the spikes. Under Armour's got this new system. It's called the S3 system. It's the swing support system. And the first thing they look at are the spikes. So Under Armour paired up with soft spikes and a lot of well-known biomechanics to get an idea as to how can we use the ground better to create better ground reaction force, which is ultimately going to lead to more club head speed. So if you look at the shoe itself, you can see there's a lot more spikes on the outer edge of the lateral aspect of the shoe, and then there's more spikes on the inside edge of the shoe, which is going to help with ground reaction force to be able to grip the ground on your takeaway, but also on your downswing. So like we talked about, Under Armour was very, very intentional with where they want their golf spikes placement on their golf shoe. So when you go into your backswing, like we talked about, there are more spikes on the inside edge of the golf shoe to be able to help kind of grip the ground and your takeaway. And then as you kind of transition into your downswing, you can see there's more spikes on the outside edge to help grip the ground better, which is going to hopefully create more ground reaction force up the chain so that when you deliver the club head to the ball, you're going to hopefully have more speed. The next thing we're going to talk about is the cushioning in the actual shoe itself. So Under Armour actually blended two of their cushioning systems into the shoe. You've got charged cushion on the outside edge and what we call their hover foam cushion on the inside edge. So if you look at the shoe itself, you actually see it on the bottom. The inside edge is that hover foam. Okay, that hover cushion is a little bit softer. It's a little more supple so that when you go into your backswing, there's a little more give to help kind of load into your inside edge of your foot. And then on the outside edge, you have this charged cushioning, which is a little more firmer so that as you post up onto the outside part of your foot, you've got more stability, you've got more control so that the shoe isn't just kind of rolling on there and putting excess stress on the tissues on the outside part of your ankle. The last technology we're going to cover in the shoe is the upper, okay? So like we talked about, the S3 system, the swing support system, it also comes with this lockdown strap system on the top of the foot. So you can see this strap here. It locks down on the top of your foot and extends into the upper part on the inside edge, but also on the outside edge as well. Again, that lockdown effect becomes so important to help kind of create stability and control. And again, the tighter you lace up your shoe, the better support you're going to get without feeling like it's suffocating the top of your foot. And it's also not uncomfortable. A lot of times when we tie golf shoes tighter, it can sometimes be a little more uncomfortable on the top of your shoe. And that's not the case with this golf shoe. All right, enough talk about the shoe. Let's see the shoe perform. Let's go hit some golf balls and see what we got. For this review, we're looking strictly at club head speed to see if the shoes help improve our club head speed when we're swinging. My cruising speed is usually around 100 to 102 miles an hour, right? So we're trying to see, does the shoe actually create better ground reaction force, which helps kind of improve our ability to kind of swing a little more effortless while letting the shoe do most of the work. The first shot was 112 in terms of club head speed. Second one didn't hit very well, which is 100. This one here, the third was 106. And I think the important part is, can we use the ground better or understand how to use the ground better to create better clubhead speed? Fourth shot there was 107. This fifth shot didn't hit very well. Kind of sits right around my cruising speed, which is normally around 100 as well. And again, I think the important part is, can we make the swing more effortless and use the technology we have available to us to create better speeds? The last one there was 104. All right, a couple of thoughts about the shoe when swinging. I felt a lot of great lateral support on the shoe and a lot of lateral stability when I was posting up on my lead side, especially coming down on the downswing. I do like the spiked option. I do like the fact that when you are turning and using the ground, you can feel the golf shoe start to grip the ground as you kind of coil and then uncoil. So I really do like that aspect of it. Now, again, I've been using spikeless for a very, very long time. But again, the spiked option is definitely a nice addition, especially if you're trying to create a little bit more speed and a little more distance with using the ground. Okay, so if you go to underarmour.com, search up Under Armour Drive Pro, they have a spike and a spikeless option, so you can choose whatever you feel you want to do. And I honestly would recommend it. I definitely think if you're in the market for a golf shoe and want some good support and stability on that lateral aspect of the shoe as you post up, but also good support and traction when gripping the ground, this could definitely be the golf shoe for you. So if you have any questions about the review, let us know. Also, let us know if you would like this to review anything else. I'm Doc Russ, and I help everyday golfers play like the pros.